Hey everybody, welcome back to Next Play Records. I'm Andy, and I have a top 5 of 2020 video for you today. I'm going to count down 5 to number 1, my favorite 2020 releases of the year. So I'm going to get right into it. And these aren't technically the best releases. These are my favorite that I have in my collection that were released in 2020. So let's get started. The first one, released this year, it was real early this year, is the double LP, Jamey Johnson, awesome, true country singer here in the current era where country music has kind of changed. He hasn't, and this is Jamey Johnson. The Guitar Song, this was released early this year. The original is pretty valuable. This one was released, still pretty valuable, but definitely more affordable. But it is very cool. Here's one of the cool things about it. You have, it's actually a triple LP. So you've got a black vinyl for disc number 1. You have cool white vinyl. If I can get it out. White vinyl for disc number 3, and you can probably guess what's coming for disc number 2. You have the black-white split vinyl. So that's a great release. It's awesome music. If you love traditional country music, Jamey Johnson has that one-of-a-kind voice. Great twang, deep, rich sound to it. And so that's my number 5 2020 release in my collection. Jamey Johnson, the Guitar Song. Next we have Greatest Hits of Guns N' Roses. As everybody knows, the original releases of Guns N' Roses are very pricey. They're pretty rare. So for them to come out with this in 2020, it's a Walmart release, but you know, it's got great splattered vinyl, all the best songs. I showed this on another video, on a Vinyl Finds video. But my number 4 release of 2020, Guns N' Roses, double LP, all the greatest hits, and on the colored vinyl. So a great release this year, Guns N' Roses. Number 3, I'm going Record Store Day. Surprised that only one record store. Let me also add something to this. This is my top 2020 releases, non-jazz. Top 10 jazz from 2020 will be coming probably next week. But this is my top 5 non-jazz 2020 releases, and so I'm surprised only one Record Store Day release made it. Booker T and the MGs, Macklemore Avenue. And the reason I think this is a top release is because it's such good music. And on my part has been overlooked. I didn't know too much about Booker T until the last few months when I got Green Onions, and then this was released. Love the iconic cover here. The gatefold that they did, another awesome photo in there. And it's on Standard Stax label. And you know, craft recording, so it's just a quality release, and I was very, very happy to get it. So number 3 is Booker T and the MGs Record Store Day release, Macklemore Avenue. Number 2 for me, Alan Jackson's Greatest Hits. This was released middle of 2020. Again, his originals are rare and pricey, so to get his music on vinyl, some of his best songs, Chattahoochee, Gone Country. She's got the rhythm, I got the blues, Midnight Montgomery, Tall, Tall Trees. And that's just one side, fellas. You've also have Dallas, Someday, I'd Love Her All Over Again, Mercury Blues, Here in the Real World. Love's Got a Hold on You, Wanted. I don't even know her name, Home, Who Says You Can't Have It All. So just a great release for me, a guy who grew up listening to 90s country music, and a Georgia boy here, Alan Jackson. So a double LP of his greatest hits released in 2020 on vinyl for the first time. Number 2 release for me this year. And my number 1, and this goes to the rarity of the original. Obviously, this is a reissue. The rarity of the original, the quality of the pressing is even better sounding than the original. My brother has the original, so it's been compared by many people. This release sounds way better. And it is Tom Petty Wildflowers. And this is the 3 LP set. I didn't get any of the deluxe stuff, but I mean, this has all your standard songs, plus from Wildflowers, plus all the rest that weren't released. The fact that this is straight from audio tapes, that it was pressed in the best way possible, how Tom Petty wanted it. Great songs, beautiful, packaging, and let's just open up the gatefold just to get a little bit more look at how beautiful this is. Packages, lots of pictures of Tom Petty. Nice Wildflowers logo. Just want to be very careful not to drop this because I'm standing up today. And more from that. Get out of the way. So my number 1 2020 release, non-jazz of the year, Tom Petty Wildflowers. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm sure my list is different than everybody else's, but those are my favorite from my collection that I purchased this year. And hope y'all enjoyed it. And until next time, keep spinning that next play.